edition of Play Your Melody. I'm Paul Canzoneri, and today I'd like to share with you a couple of easy chord voicings that you can use to, broaden your knowledge of the guitar neck and expand your sound a little bit. Alright, now we're not going to waste any time today. We're going to get right into it. Now I'm going to show you 3 chord voicings today, and all of these chords have their root on the 5th string or the A string. This little guy right here. And the first one is an add 2 or add 9 chord, and it sounds something like this. Now it sounds pretty beefy with the distortion, but it's also quite a nice chord, when it's played, just clean. But I really like this one for like a rock context, or when you're trying to really take up a lot of space. It gives you like a very, big wide sound, and it doesn't have a third in it, so it doesn't really clash because of the distortion. It fits well over any chord. You can play it over a minor chord or a major chord as long as you play it from the root. So, say you're trying to play, over a D chord, major or minor. So as long as you find the D root, which is going to be the 5th fret on the A string, you go ahead and play that chord, and it's going to sound great. Now this shape looks a lot like your standard 5th string root major and minor chords. The only exception is on the 2nd string or B string. You're taking that note off and just barring it the same as you would. So what you end up with for this one is a D add 9 or D add 2, and it's going to be D or the 5th fret on the A string. Then you're going to have A, 7th fret on the D string. And you're going to have D, which is the 7th fret on the G string. Then you're going to have E, which is the 5th fret on the 2nd string. And then you're going to have A, which is the 5th fret on the 1st string. So it's 5th, 7, 7, 5, 5. It's going to sound something like this. Now this chord, you can move it around anywhere on the 5th string, and basically the root will be whatever the first figure is on the 5th string. So it would be D right here at the 5th fret. It would be C right here on the 3rd fret. It would be B flat and so on the 1st fret. Alright, so the next chord is a really good substitute for major or minor, and it's simply just a major or minor chord, but the voicing is a little bit different. This one's got a doubled root and a third. Now this chord, we're going to use the same root as the last one, the D on the 5th fret of the A string. And this one looks like you're going to have your first finger here. Then you're going to go ahead and play another D on the G string at the 7th fret. And then you're going to top it off with an F sharp on the B string or 2nd string at the 7th fret. It's going to sound something like this. Now, when you're playing this, be sure to mute out the 6th string, the E string, the D string, and the E string. That way it just keeps it a lot clearer, and it doesn't double that. It sounds something like this. Now the last chord shape I'm going to show you is commonly referred to as an open voice triad, or a 1-5-10 triad. And it's the same thing as a major or minor triad, except it's voiced a little bit differently. Alright, now once again, the D on the 5th fret of the A string. I'm keeping the roots all the same, that way you guys can kind of see the difference between the chords and get a feel, for what the differences in the shapes are. That way, if you're playing over like one chord or something, you can go ahead and kind of mix it up, you know, just over that one chord. You don't just like know a shape here or a shape there or a shape here or whatever, so on and so forth. So this one, once again, you're going to have that root right there on the 5th string, 5th fret. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to add the 5th. You're going to play an A on the D string at the 7th fret. And then you're going to go ahead and play that F sharp 7th fret on the B string or 2nd string. It's going to sound like this. Now the really cool thing about this particular voicing is it also sounds really cool as like a solo or lead idea as well, and it gives you kind of like an Eric Johnson-y kind of a sound that you can kind of, you know, invoke at will with that. Alright, there are your chord shapes. You know, be sure to, you know, try and play them over as many roots as possible, different styles. If you get bored with the 5th string roots, you can go ahead and figure out how to play them on the 6th string and on the 4th string. And you know, you can get a lot of mileage out of these shapes. I use them all the time, and they sound great in like a number of situations. So once again, thank you for watching my video, and I'm Canzoneri. I'll catch you guys next week.